10K a month, guys. Why? There is one number that has been haunting me for the past 5 years. 10,000. 10K. For whatever reason, I cannot get to this amount of money for the life of me. Everyone says it's easy. Everyone says start a business, especially in the online space. Start a business. Within 3 to 4 months, you are going to be making 10 grand a month. Well, YouTube, I'm here to tell you that personally for me, it has not been that easy. I've been trying for 4 to 5 years now, and I cannot get to that number. So today, we're gonna talk about my struggles, what I have learned, and maybe it'll help you get to that number faster. All right, I'm sitting in the middle of a soccer field right now, but we're gonna make this work. So I think in business, whether it's an online business or a physical business, doesn't really matter. I think you have two different options. Option one, if you're trying to make full-time money where you could quit your job or drop out of college, whatever, like you're trying to do your business full-time, option one is easier. You start 3 to 4 different things, making smaller amounts of money to equal full-time money. So whatever full-time money is for you, I personally quit my job at $2,500 a month, so it didn't take a lot for me to quit my job because I had 3 roommates. But if you have kids, married, obviously it's going to be a bigger number. But the idea of option one and the pros is it's easier to do multiple things to make, let's say, $500 a month, $1,000 a month, and you have 3 of those, 4 of those, and it equivalates to full-time money. It's easier to do that than it is to build one thing to like 4, 5K a month. So the pro of option one is it's easier to quit your job faster. But the cons are, and we're gonna talk about how this affected me, is that it's hard to scale that up. It's hard to grow 3 to 4 things at once to make great money. Option two is to focus on one thing only. All your time, all your energy is going to go into that one thing. And the pro of that is all your energy is going into one thing. Like you could focus everything into that. You could put your heart and soul into that business. But the con of that is one thing is going to take a while. Like to make full-time money, to quit your job, it might take longer than if you have multiple things going on. So back to me and my story, what happened with me is I wanted to quit my job as fast as I could. I wanted to quit my job, get out of my hometown, and I started like 4 different things. I was just an all-around hustler. I've tried every damn side hustle there is, and I had 2 YouTube channels going, 2 different niches as well. I had a business going where I was creating product reviews for companies, which I still do to this day. I was also trying to do TikTok Shop. I was even messing around on Fiverr, taking gigs on Fiverr to create ads for people. And it was a lot to manage. I had no time to do anything. I slowly started getting fat again, like I was gaining weight because I was working like a freaking madman. And it was just so much stress. My cortisol levels were probably through the roof because I was trying to make sure that everything gets done in these different niches. And it was cool in the beginning because I was able to quit my job. It was pretty easy for me to go from broke to making like 3-4K a month, which for me, that was like great money. I was like, wow, I don't even have to have a boss anymore. I could quit my job and everything. But after a while of making 3 to 4K a month, like you want more, right? Like I don't want to go my whole life just making that amount of money. So once I started wanting to get into like scaling it up, I realized it's hard to go from, making 3 to 4K a month to making really good money, like 10K a month, 15K a month, when your time and energy is divided in between different things. Like it's damn near impossible. There's not enough time in the day to get all those things done that you need to get done to hit those levels. So I realized if I want to make like great money, like my goal is 20K a month. Ideally 25, but even 20K a month for me would be more than enough. Like I would feel like I can live my life however I want at that amount of money. And I realized if I wanted to get to that level, I had to scale back on the things that I was doing. So I stopped Fiverr. I stopped both my YouTube channels for a while. And then I really just locked in on my business of creating ads for companies. And that is now making me about 8K a month. So it was a good decision, right? To scale back on everything I was doing and lock in on the thing that was making me the most money and that had the most scalability. But now I'm realizing that I'm running into the same problem of what I'm doing with ads. I don't think I can make much more than I'm making now. Like I'm making good money now. I'm very comfortable at that like 8K a month mark. I can live life pretty much however I want because I'm pretty frugal still. So like that's enough. But it's like the same thing as when I was making 4K a month. Like I don't want to just make this amount for the rest of my life. I want to continue to level up in business. So I'm realizing like I kind of got to start pivoting. You know, I can't even get to 10K a month and my goal is 20. So I gotta start really thinking about where is my time best placed at. And my plan is, I just made a video about this. I'm starting a business called Creativity Pays. And I'm not gonna really go into what that page is gonna be, but because I just put out a video on that. But I think for this channel, Creativity Pays, is gonna be the one that really takes me to the promised land. And I'm just so locked in on it. I'm so excited to start it. I'm starting it in January of 2026. So this upcoming January is when we're fully launching. And this business hits all the important criteria for me. I think if the business does these things, it's the right business for me. One, I'm passionate about it. I can't stop thinking about this business. That's how I know this one is meant for me. Two, it helps people. I don't want to start a business where I'm like profiting off of someone's downfall or doing something illegal. You know what I mean? Like I want to still feel like I'm doing something good. Three, it can make a lot of money. It can make boatloads of money, and that's always the end goal of business. Like you want to start a business that makes you money. That's the whole point of business. That's the sport of business. So it does all those things for me. And basically what I'm gonna start doing is I'm going to scale back on TikTok Shop because that's one of my income streams. I say product ads for companies, but it's between different avenues, but it's all product ads. And TikTok Shop is one of my main sources of income right now, but it also takes the most time. Like there's a lot of research that goes into it. You got to put out boatloads of videos, a lot of videos daily, huge quantity. And I'm gonna start to scale that back a little bit so I can put more time into this channel. And the other thing that I'm scaling back on a lot is at the start of this year, I had big plans with this channel right here that you're watching this video on. And I thought that this channel right here was gonna be like my thing. I thought this channel was gonna be like where I lock in, put all my time into. But I'm slowly starting to realize that this channel, I kind of want it more to be like my digital diary. I want this to be where I can look back one day when I'm older with my kids, my wife, whatever, when I'm just an old man and say, wow, when I was in my 20s right there in that middle of the soccer field in Phoenix, Arizona, when I lived in Phoenix, Arizona, I had big dreams. I talked about it on camera. Look, kids, that's when your grandfather was young and he wanted to get rich and, you know, create generational wealth. And so that's the whole point of this channel now, is to just be my digital diary, like the behind the scenes of what I'm trying to do with my life. And I just think it'll be really cool. I think whether I make money from this channel or whether I never make a dime off this channel, it'll be worth it for this footage alone that I can look back on one day and be like, wow, I'm proud of myself, man. I did what I said I was going to do. So yeah, guys, that's the whole point of this channel. So if you guys want to tag along, great. If not, that's okay too. I hope you like the other channel, Creativity Pays, because that's where all my main effort and time is going to go into. But yeah, if this channel does make money, you know, somehow, if people like the behind the scenes stuff and it turns into an income stream, great. But that's not the goal here anymore. That is not the goal with this channel. That's basically how I'm going to scale back where my time is now and start putting that extra time into growing Creativity Pays, and hopefully it pays off, man, because I got big visions with this channel and I'm confident I'm gonna make it work. I believe in myself, and I think that that page is finally going to take me over that 10K a month mark. I'm not sure why 10K a month is like such an important number. I think maybe it's just because it's like a nice, pretty number, 10, like you're in the double digits now. And it is great money as well. Like you can live very comfortably off 10K a month as long as you're not stupid with your money. But I don't know, I haven't been able to hit it, but I also want to blow past it. Like I want to hit 20K a month. But before that, obviously, I got to hit 10K. Haven't even done that. Also, let my experience sort of guide you. Like, you kind of have to decide, what do you want? Because there's pros and cons to both options that we talked about today. Like if you want to quit your job as fast as you can, maybe you absolutely hate what you do with your life and you're miserable, you're depressed, you just want to quit as fast as you can, then maybe option one is better for you. Like start multiple things, try to just hustle your butt off and make full-time money, because you can always scale back like I did and, you know, start to focus on where you see the most scalability, what you enjoy the most. And yeah, then maybe option one is better for you. But if your plan is like maybe you're working a job that you don't really mind too much, then maybe option two is better for you, where you kind of just lock in on one thing, laser focused, tunnel vision on that one thing, and that's it. Like you don't have anything else going on. Every ounce of your blood and energy and focusedness is going to that thing, because you're going to end up making more money with option two, where you have 1 to 2 things max and you are just locked in on those, because that's really what you got to do. If you want to make the levels of big money, 10, 20, 30, 100K months, you got to really be locked in on those 1 to 2 things. So yeah, I guess that's just something you're going to have to decide for yourself, like what option is better for you. If I could go back at the time when I was working my job, I didn't really hate it. Like it wasn't a bad job. So I would probably choose option two, because yeah, it just made more sense to me looking back. I kind of wanted to quit my job super fast and I didn't even hate my job. But it is what it is, you know? I don't regret any decisions. You just gotta play it by ear. In business, a lot of problems are gonna come up all the damn time. You're gonna think, should I shift my focus? Should I shift my strategy? And sometimes that's what you gotta do. Business is all about problem solving. So yeah, keep that in mind. That's pretty much it for today's video. What do you guys think? Comment down below. What do you guys think of my plan? You see any holes in it? You see any spots that you're like, I believe in that? And also, what are your goals? What are your goals over the next 10 years, over the next 5 years? What do you want to accomplish with your life? Comment down below. Very interested in who watches these videos, where you're at in the world, what you do with your life. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope we all crush our goals over the next 5 to 10 years and become the men, the women that we want to be. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll go ahead and see all you guys in the next video. I hope we all get rich. Let's go.